Hello, hello, hello. So, I got 2 out of 4, and my dog somehow got 4 out of 4. I mean, she just chose uh, her little treats, or her dry food, I should say. So now, obviously, Melbourne lost, Port Adelaide lost, so now they're playing in the semis, and Collingwood had a decent win against Melbourne. I think they won by about 7 points in the end, and then 6 points for the Sydney Carlton game. So that was a decent game as well. Could have been 8 points. But yeah, so let's go through these week 2 finals tips. Alright, so the first one is Melbourne versus Carlton Friday night, under lights at the G. Now, this is going to be a tricky game. So, obviously, Angus Brayshaw is out with concussion, and Harry Mackay is also out with concussion. But, you know what? I'm going to go... Well, people are going to go tipping Melbourne, but I'm actually going to tip Carlton. I reckon they can overcome, and they'll win by 16 points. I just have a feeling that just Melbourne was just bombing it inside forward 50. That might change this week, but I think Melbourne are a little bit overrated, especially with their forward choices like Ben Brown. I don't know what's going on with him because he's hasn't really been playing much. Now he's obviously probably been playing VFL, but he kicked at one stage. He was like kicking 70 goals a year, and now he's not even kicking 20. So yeah, maybe that definitely hurt him. Honestly, probably should have stayed at North, but they did say they're going for a rebuild, so we must trade you. So yeah, I'm gonna go Carlton by 16 points. It's gonna be a fairly close game, but I feel like Carlton will just overrun them in the end. All right, so we got Port Adelaide versus GWS. Now, Port Adelaide obviously the favourites, but I, I don't know. It's going to be tricky because GWS. It's going to be tricky because GWS have won in 11 different venues, and that's a record in the AFL. So I'm going to go for another upset here. You know what? Stuff it. I know Port Adelaide do have injuries and that, but they'll also have the home ground advantage as well. But I could see two straight sets in the top 4. So I'm going to tip GWS to win this, and they could do a Bulldogs of 2016. But they have to overcome Port Adelaide first, and then they'll have to play Carlton, I think, at the G. So anyways, I am tipping GWS to win by 1 point. You know what? 1 point. It's going to be an absolutely thrilling, one of the best games you'll ever see. What should be like a 10-goal slashing. But yeah, these are my tips. Now I'm going to quickly see what my dog thinks. Like a little YouTube short, just to get some views. But yeah, these are my finals tips, Carlton and GWS. So looking forward to seeing how I go and how the footy is. Bring on the finals. It's been exciting so far. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time. Peace. Have a good week.